Alright, this is Ryan with Oak Harbor Web Designs, and let's do some dark mode. So, built into my little starter kit is this dark CSS. Let's drag this down here. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's get rid of these guys. So, in dark CSS, you have all these different styles, for the dark mode toggle button, and just some base dark mode styles, like for the body and for your mobile nav, your hamburger menu, just your P's and headings, etc. So what we are only concerned with, everything above landing, you don't need to really concern yourself with. So here's landing. This is kind of where we start for mobile. Yeah, see, everything's wrapped in a media query. So tap, tap, tap. Close up. So let's open this. Go to the bottom. Okay, so landing. When we want to add a dark mode style, all we gotta do is go body.dark mode and then our selector. So I want my, let's see, I think I want my body to be dark. So it should already go to dark mode. Let's see what happens when I turn on dark mode. Okay. So this background image, it's a PNG, so it's transparent already. But is it transparent enough? So I think what I need to do, Oak Harbor Web, Park Place, images, landing. Okay. I think I want to open this up in GIMP. There we go. So what I want to do is, for this dark mode landing, I want to make the hero image more opaque. Web and images and landing. There we go. So this is we loaded as the PNG file, right? So what I want to do is I just want to drop this opacity some more. Yeah, let's try that. So let's export landing dark .png. Export. And now what we do, so we'll do hero, and I want background property. I want to change the background. So when dark mode is on body, so when body has dark mode class on it, load this for hero. That's basically what my JavaScript is doing. So all it really is, there we go, dark mode, is it's just adding a class. I gotta skip this. I gotta clean this up. So it's just adding a class of dark mode to body, basically, based on what the local storage is. If dark mode is enabled in local storage, then add dark mode to body. So this is my old system. My new system doesn't use jQuery, and I remove all this because I changed it before. But I'll get to that when I optimize the site. But all you need to worry about, just do this: body.dark mode, hero, and I have the link to download everything. My starter template, you can download it in the link in the comments from GitHub, and you have it built in. Dark mode is built in, so this is how you use it, nice and easy. So we're going to change this to landing dark. What is this? That's right, maybe I also need to have a, looks like this color is too close. Oh, hold on, I think so we see this, I think we need it's a coverage issue. whenever you change a background image, I think you have to have all the rest of them, background size, cover. You have to redo them all. There you go. Now it fills in over here. Let's do some more. Let's get crazy with this opacity, because I don't like the way it looks right now. Okay, that's too crazy. Okay, so, oops, let's split the difference. It's just experimentation, just to see if I can find something I like. Okay, so now we gotta take this H1 and we gotta change it. Hero H1 color white. Oh, it looks like we also have to do the spans. There they are. And that looks a little bright, so what I like to do is I like to add an opacity. You know, it kind of mutes it a little bit, doesn't make it as in your face. Do I have... I don't think I have a white logo. Oh, I could exchange it. Well, I do want a white logo. I'll have to get that from... I'll have to get a white logo to replace that with... I have to get my designer to do that. So now we got this issue where these guys don't have enough contrast. I think what I need to do... So now we're in dark mode. This doesn't need to be white anymore. So let's take this. Take this. Let's do 232323. Let's try darker. 123. Let's try straight up dark. I think I can live with this. Oh, I forgot background attachment fixed. I noticed it wasn't parallaxing. There we go. Yeah, we just had to add that in there. So now we have this issue. This doesn't really look good against the black. Let's see what the... it doesn't give me a contrast ratio because the background has an opacity on it, but it just looks... It doesn't look good anymore. So now we have to adjust them for dark mode. I did a dark mode, hero stats number, okay, and body type dark mode, hero stats.text, color white, opacity 0.9. Interesting. And I think we have to include the spans. So we got spans in there. There we go. See, now that looks better. That looks fine. So what is the background? What's the body's color? Dark mode is dark. That's 1212. Let's see what it would look like if it was 0. Okay, so that's 0, 0, 0. What about 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2? Yeah, that's dark, but a lot of times you don't want to go like straight up black. It's nice to have a softer black. I think what I want to do is let's add a background color. Let's see if this works. Of a darker. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I think I like that better. So what you can do on your sections, you can set a background image. And if that background image happens to be transparent in any way, and you want some color to show through, you can also use the background color property to shine through underneath this transparent image. So it's a great way to do overlays too. You can have like a 20% opacity image as a background, and then set the background color. So I mean, we can do whatever we want. If I wanted to make this red, you know, that's going to show through. That is, you know, awful, but you get the point. So I think that's a lot better. It's a little, it's darker. It seemed a little light, so I like that better. This feels good. Now this is sticking out, right? We gotta fix this. So landing. I still like to separate my CSS in dark mode just so I know where I'm at. So body dark mode, and we're gonna get this after. Is it the after? Yeah, I think it's the after. So I want to keep this blue, but I want a darker blue. So where is it? Is it on the before or is it on the after? Okay, so that's the image. It's got to be here. Oh, there it is, our blue. So what we want to do, so we gotta go core styles. Blue. So I'm going to take this, let's go darker, so like we got to do that horizontal. Let's go down here. Let's see what that one looks like. Oops. No, let's just do this. There we go. Copy this. Undo what I just did. There we go. That stays. Okay. And I want to make this the background. Interesting. So for some reason, oh, that's because it's also the before. Why? I grabbed the wrong selector. So this has to be 0.9. Okay, so that's a little darker. I think we gotta go darker, honestly. And I guess the only other option is down. Let's try that. Yeah, that's a little more subtle. You know, I'll take that. We can leave this little streak here, but okay. So this is done by default because I have all my P's on my ZP.dark mode. We're gonna have to reset that. So we're gonna do body.dark mode. Management P. We gotta target this specific one. Nice, that didn't work. I think I gotta delete it. It's being overridden by body.dark mode P. So it's being overridden by the main style. I don't know why, because this makes it more specific. I might have to, let me see if I do the important tag, which you never want to do. Okay, yeah, that does work. You don't usually want to use the important tag. You want to find some way to make it more specific. I'm trying to think if there's another way of me not having to use the important tag. Because it's management. It's just, it literally is management P, unless I put an ID on this. Manage P. And if I do this, see, that still didn't work. And I added an ID, manage P. So I'm just wondering why it's overwriting. Oh, because of this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for some reason, that's there. I have to clean up my template. I've already, on numerous websites that I have that use my starter kit and my dark mode and everything, I've already cleaned up the dark mode. I just got to clean up my starter kit next time I start a new website so I can have all the new code. So this shadow now looks a little harsh, a little big. So let's find our, okay, this is the drop shadow. One of these values has to be the spread or the blur. Let's make one of them smaller. Okay, I like that. That's a lot better. That is under management P before. Okay, so body.dark mode. Management P before. And I want this new filter. Oops, inside. Okay, so that's a little more subdued. That other one was like, that was way too out there. I didn't like it. But now it kind of has like this little neon effect. And this image obviously is going to get switched out where it doesn't have a background. This is placeholder for now. I know my designer wants to use a different one, so I'm not going to worry about this. And this is fine. Okay, now we got this. This has to change. This doesn't look right. So I think we need to make it a darker color. So what are you under? Okay, cards. Body, not dark mode. This is going to be cards before. So it's FFF something something. Let's bring it down. Trying to find the right shades. Now we're getting too red. I want to stay gray. I like that. Oops. Yeah, that looks fine. It's lighter. It's usually when you stack dark mode elements and colors, the background will be the darkest, and then every element you add on top will be a little lighter than that. So I want to make this lighter than the background. And then I feel like these guys don't feel very dark modey. Let's tone these down a little bit. Let's use that same blue that we used up here. So that's going to be cards content. And we're going to use this one just to be consistent. If we're going to use a dark mode blue, might as well use the same one, right? And then I want, let's see, did I have it set? Opacity, the dark mode P's, NH's, all the other opacities are already set. So now this one, we're going to have to give this partners I think we have to give it more opacity. So we're going to do this. Logos. Dark mode. And that's going to be logos H2. Let's just do opacity of like 0.2, 0.1, 0.01, too much, 0.4, 5. And that should be fine. Okay, now we got to here. Is this back? I think this background. This container. Does it have a background on it? Yes, it does. Okay, so now we gotta do content group. I know this seems tedious to do these commenting title cards, but dang it, it makes going up and down your CSS so much easier. Instead of just doing like a little line, little comment line that says comment group, I like to have it big and in your face so you can't really miss it. You're not squinting to find it. So body dark mode. I'm going to do content group container. Background transparent. We don't need one. There we go. So now, one of the fun things I like to do with dark mode is switching out like these day images for nighttime images. So what we're going to do is pixels, city night. I like this one. Let's use you. It's in the same aspect ratio. So let's. I think small should be good. We don't need anything gigantic. And I'm going to save it. This one's going off screen here, so I'm just going to keep it off screen. Part place, images, and city dark. That's what I'm going to call you. There we go. So I want this image. I think it's set as a background now. Yeah. So once we get to desktop, oh, there I go, typing what I'm saying. When it becomes desktop, that's when we do the background image, body.dark mode, content image group. Okay, and we're going to copy all of this because when we change a background image, we gotta change all of it. We gotta add all the properties back, and we're gonna do city night or city dark. City dark. Okay, there you go. So in dark mode, the city turns to night. You know, I like this because it's kind of like the same blue down here, so it's like a nice little transition. But I think I also got to darken this again, and that's gonna be a pain. Okay, so we got these. I like this. I'm digging it. Really, I like this. I mean, I gotta get the white one. Screw it. I'm just gonna do it. So let me open up my Photoshop here. I know how to do it. I do something right, gotta do it yourself. So let me. I'm off screen right now. Let me just open it really quick. Nobody wants to see my files. I'm going to do, what's it called? Logo? Park Place logo. Open. Okay. So what I like to do in Photoshop is, so you take your rectangle tool and make it white. Again, the window popped off screen. And we're going to make a little rectangle here. Hit enter. Now you have a rectangle. Right click on said rectangle. Create clip mask. Voila. Everywhere that there is transparency, or where there is no stuff or pixels, it will now be white. So it's called a clip mask. So now we Control, Shift, Alt, and S to save for web. Save. And then we're going to do quick access to our web. Place properties, images. And we're going to do a dark logo. Gosh darn it, I'm tired of looking at it. So I'm going to go up here. I guess right before landing, I'll just do body, dark mode. And oh, I think I gotta add it in the HTML now. So here we go. So this is our mobile, our desktop nav. I'll just add it here for now. So one of the things that I have in my little dark mode system is I can do so class equals light. All right, and then class equals dark. So on dark mode, I will hide the light classes, and on light mode, I will hide the darks. So that's already in my CSS. And we need to make this the dark logo. Okay, and let's do that again for mobile. Right here, copy, paste, and let's add a class light and a class dark. And it works. There you go. Let's see what this is. Dark. Okay, so dark is still showing. I should have had it, so I guess I gotta do. Let's scroll up here. So it should say. See body.dark mode block. Oops. So when the body has dark mode on it, and there's a class dark, make it display block. Display dark should be display none by default. So let's try adding this. There we go. For some reason, this wasn't getting read. Probably because the mobile logo style in core styles has display block on it, or inline block. So that's going to override this little dark guy. So I just had to basically add an important tag to override those. It's one of the rare occasions I need to use it, I guess, because its style is being overridden somewhere else in the code, and it's just this one instance where whenever I have dark on it, I want it all removed, and there's really going to be no problems or conflicts with it. So that's what we're going to do. So now when I do dark mode, I have to put it on. So it's display none important. Now I see the folly of my ignorance, because now I have to put important here, and then I got to put important here, and I don't want to do that. So let's do. I think it's mobile logo. Yeah. Let's see if that does it. Okay, so there's that, and that still doesn't do it. So let's try. So it's really only this instance that we have this problem with mobile logo. So what I want to do, maybe display none might not work on this, but it will work on everybody else. But we can also do opacity 0 and z index of -100. So we can make it an opacity of 0, so it's basically invisible, and we can shove it to the back of everything else. Boom. So that's one way to avoid the important tag. If you need to get rid of something, you can just give it an opacity. and send it to the back, so you can't do anything to it. You don't see it. And now, when we do go to dark mode, I have to undo that. So I have to do 1, and then opacity of, or a z-index of 1. Okay, so there's that. Now welcome back. Got it. Now why is this lighter? What is going on now? What is happening? So hero has lost its dark mode style. It's lost its background color. Why? No. Is it the z-index? Do I remove it? No. Did I remove opacity? No, something has happened between now and then. What happened? I refresh. So one way to do things, let's just undo everything we did for the last 5 minutes. Nope. Okay, so something happened between now and then. City dark. Okay, so I had that. Okay, save, that's still good. So we add that property. Oops. So here we are at the bottom here. Oh, there we go. That's it. We have a stray selector. Boom. All right. I knew I saw this happening, but when I was doing these before, like undo and redo, nothing was popping up here. It's just skipping. So when I check this, it looks like I did a no-no. Okay, so that's fine. Now we got that there. This looks good. Looks good. Oh, this needs to be our background black. So management, big number. Okay, take this. Color rebar dark. So that's the same background as the same color as the background now. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, now we got this. And now we gotta get this. Okay. So let's start with this. Just the body. Get started. Okay. Get started. Body. Dark mode. Copy this. Background. What's that blue? We're just gonna keep using that blue. I think it's that one. Okay, so that's what that is. Now we need to change this clip art, or this, yeah, right there. There we go. Okay, get started before. good. And then we need our after. Actually, no, why repeat ourselves? The comma there, and after. There we go. Don't repeat yourself. If you can do them in 3 lines, do them. Just like this. Lot better than doing 3 separate ones and doing background, background, background. So yeah, this looks cool. This looks good. I like this. These seem a little bright, so something must be done about them. I'm wondering what color we can go with. Let's try. So these are going to be reviews. Get started reviews. All right, so I just got to figure out what color looks best. Body.dark mode. And that's going to be this. That's right, because we have the before selector on there. We had a problem underneath it. So background. I have these variables for dark, medium, and light. So let's do var medium. And then obviously we need, let's see, if I do a color, will that override everybody? No, so I gotta do individual colors. So it's pulling get started review P, it's pulling this. So let's get body.dark mode. Get started review P. Let's see if this works. Wonderful. And let's copy this, do it again for name. Got it. And let's try dark. That seems a little harsh. Let's try light. And obviously these shadows are a little much. And that's 80, I think that's what we did last time when we got rid of them. Let's just shrink this and see what this does. That does nothing. Let's shrink this 80 and see what it does. That does something. Okay, I think that's the blur. I think this is our blur, so let's blur this. We like blur. Blur's good. Back to 80. I think the spread is what we really want to. Okay, so this is the X and Y. So this is the Y. Which one's my spread? Let's just reset. How about we just pull the same one? I like this one, right? So I'm just going to put this here since I don't want to go shopping for it upstairs again to the back up here. So I'll undo that. Give me some space. Now we need body.dark mode. Get started review. Got you. Oh, it's got a box shadow and a filter, so I gotta do box shadow none. Yeah, so that would invalidate that. It still looks pretty harsh. Jeez. So let's get rid of this 80. I think this 80 is what did it because of the drop shadow. Yeah, let's shrink. That's a big blur. Drop shadow. Let's rein this in. Nope. honestly, what? How about this? Let's just lower the opacity. 0.5. How about 0.2? Okay, this I can live with. Filter. There we go. I'll take that. But now I'm dealing with the fact that I don't know if I like this color. I just don't know if I like it. Let's try dark again. Maybe it can work. We definitely got to make this image though. Where's the stripies? Okay, stripes. There we go. Get started stripes. We definitely got to make this. Hold on a second. We got some lines here that don't belong. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to undo everything so that I don't make any mistakes. There we go. Paste. And it looks like I'm missing a thing here. There we go. Life is good. Okay, so we need, whoops, body.dark mode. Okay, and I want get started stripes. Opacity 2.1. So I want you, these need to be subtle, right? Yeah. Dark. Is that stupid? I can't. I mean, I could probably leave it like this. Oh, also, because you can kind of see the background from the reviews. So I have to do this again, but for just review, actually. There we go. Now that's better. I don't know if you remember, we had some, I think it was z-index issues. So I put a review before on top of it just to fix the problem. And now, what's going on? What's going on here? This orange thing, it's not going all the way. Where are you at? Is it still get started? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where this thing lives again. Because it should be going all the way. It should be. Let's do this. Display none. Get out of my way. There we go. Now I can get you. So we got. Is this a width problem? Width 100%. Okay, so get started container before. I think, is this a problem? I think this is a problem. Not with dark mode. It's a problem with it without it. Yeah. So let's go to our style CSS. It looks like it happens at 1024. Just go down the line. That graph, I want get started. So not this one, not that one, not that one. I want this one. So container before. So this is a pseudo element on a container. This container. So it's only that I guess the flaw here is that it's only ever going to be that big. So what I need to do get started container before is under. Okay, so it's not even up here. I gotta add this. So get started. So what I need to do is just make this a wide width. Let's say 2,000 pixels. So now we're going to do left 50% and then transform, translate x -50 because I want to center it horizontally. And let's just get rid of these dang reviews. And it looks like I need to rotate 180. Okay, and I think I'm running into an issue here because as I stretch it, it's not going to be the same proportions, right? So I think it's just, I think I just ran into a problem with trying to attach it to the container. So I think my only issue is to add a, I need to make it a div. Screw it, here we go. We're going to put it at the bottom. Yeah. Right here with stripes. So we're going to do span of orange border. And we're going to aria hit in it. You don't want screen readers to pick it up. What we're going to do is instead of this, we're just going to put dot orange border. Remove this content because that's only for pseudo elements. And make sure get started as position relative. Wonderful. Okay, so now we got this. And we gotta adjust its bottom. So with 100%, okay. And there we go. Oh well, this is for small. How does it also work for? Looks like that's just a universal thing. Wonderful. Okay, so now we can get reviews. Oh, that's right. It's display none in desktop. I'm in mobile. Okay, now we're back in action. So okay, fix that. But you persist. Okay. I think in my when I was going back and forth. Yeah. See, yeah, when I was doing the undo to see where the issue was, I forgot to redo these. Opacity 0, the index -1, opacity 1, the index of 1. There we go. Now we're fine. Okay, back in action. So here we are. I'm wondering. So part of dark mode, well, the big reason for dark mode is to eliminate color contrast problems where the ratio is too low. You need 3 to 1. If the text is too light for the background. Now, it's not telling us what the ratio is because we have a gradient on it, but I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to pass. So I want to add, I'm just going to put it here at the bottom, button solid, color, and let's bold them. So that's what we're gonna that's where we're gonna be. That should have a better contrast ratio. Because I mean that's the whole point. That's what we're doing here with dark mode. And after this, looks like it's just a footer now. Cool. We gotta get started. Now let's just change this footer to be a little darker. Body dark mode and footer background bar dark. I dig. Of course, we're missing. So I gotta get you. This is a special button. Contact. There we go. So I think that works. So that is that's dark mode. Welcome to dark mode. That's all you have to, when you download my kit, that's all you have to do is have it on the dark style sheet, start at the landing, ignore everything above it, unless you have to change something, and just do body.dark mode, do your selector, and do your dark mode style. It's that easy. So what's nice about the system is it's, because every page loads the JavaScript and every page loads the dark CSS. It's up here. Where is it at? There it is. Every page loads dark CSS, and I put it at the end so it overrides all other CSS style sheets. So every page has the JavaScript, every page has the dark CSS, so when you enable it on all pages. And since we're storing whether or not dark mode is enabled or not in local storage on your browser, that's basically like, it's a save file. So when you go between pages, that local storage remains the same. So when you switch different pages, that page will also be loaded in dark mode. And if you have it in dark mode and you exit out the website, you close it, when you come back, it's in local storage. So your browser remembers that you had dark mode enabled and it will stay, unless you turn it off. So a lot of people, there's ways to, you can use prefers dark mode media query or prefers dark theme and put all your dark mode styles in there, which, I mean, you could totally do. And then when somebody has a dark mode theme enabled on their machine, like on their Windows or something, it'll just load automatically. So you could do that, but I prefer to let the user decide. I want them to be in control, so I made a toggle. And that's our dark mode. So, nothing too difficult or tricky. And the other things I wanted to do, I know I wanted to change this into like a moon. Do I want to do that right now? I mean, the point of this is to show you me doing my entire website. So yeah, if you want to stick around, let's get crazy. I'm going to download a moon from Flat Icon. I'm going to log in with my stuff. Flat Icon, by the way, if you're not paying for this, my God, what are you doing? This is by far the best, like $10 a month I spend. I can get all these SVGs that I need, like a moon. I want a moon. Which moon do I want? I like this moon. This is a nice moon. Okay, I'm gonna take this. So I'm gonna download the SVG. And cover web, park place, images, moon. And then I want to have a sun. What would be a good sun to use for them? So you also want to pick one that's kind of in brand. This? Because obviously this is too cutesy. That's too cutesy. I want something very, kind of modern, but not too simple, but not too weird. I want it to be a solid color. I think it's got to be this. I was kind of digging this, but it's just too much going on. I think it's too busy. So let's do this. Download the SVG. And sun. Okay, so now we got that rolling. Okay, so that means I have to completely redo my button. So inside my button, so yeah, this button is it's actually created with two spans. So it's one span, right, to make the pill shape, and then it's another span inside of it to make the circle. And then really when you add the dark mode style, it just moves the span left and right. So instead of that, we're going to have images. I can't type right now. Images last moon SVG. And then we're going to have sun. Okay, clearly there's an issue here. So what we do is my main styles. So I don't need the span. We're gonna get rid of that code. We don't need dark. We're gonna get rid of this. So this is the this is what creates the dark and light. I created them as pseudo elements. Don't need that, and we don't need that. We don't need the toggle. We don't need the span. Anything that's associated with the span, we just need to remove. So here's dark mode toggle. Honestly, I don't think we need this. Dark mode button. Dark mode button. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. I don't think I need you. I think I need you for position. Let's get rid of the rotate. Height, width. I don't think I need you. So let's just start here with dot dark mode button image display block, obviously, and a width of 30 pixels. Let's contain these things because they look they're a little wild. First, let's start on mobile. So this is what they look like. All right, we have the button works, but these guys are still what they are. Now what we need to do is, I need to have, okay, so number one, I need to do RE hidden equals true, because they don't need to know what the icons are. They're just icons. And then I need a class equals, so moon is going to be when light mode is happening. and sun is going to be happening when dark mode is happening. Got it. So it looks like we got a background that we gotta get rid of here. Where's this coming from? I think, because it's a button, I think it's just a core style of a button, just in general. So, dark mode, button. Looks like I just gotta do it here. Yeah, because so a button's default style has a background and a border, so we just gotta remove those. There we go. Now we gotta place it. I think that's what this is. Dark mode buttons. All right, let's just do 5, 7. Yeah, because I want it to line up with this. And then top of 70, 80. Yeah, looks like a good spot for it. Oh, also we have this dark mode mobile nav. We don't want this background. So you are 88. Yeah, we gotta get rid of you. And we gotta get rid of you. There we go. That cleaned up a little bit. So now when we click this, oh, our dark mode. Dark mode has 3. So which one is transparent? I think it's that one. Oh, and then there's the issue of it being and then I gotta fix that. Oh my god. Just when you think you're done, you know? Oh, and then I gotta fix this. I think I'm gonna fix this. Okay. So number 1, I gotta figure out, I gotta do this. Okay, dark mode. I need a dark mode for you. Maybe it's just hamburger inner. Okay. Where's my hamburgers? Okay. Here's my hamburgers. Here's my hamburger inner. I'm gonna grab you. Transparent. Now, where the hell did you come from? So this is coming from desktop nav. Nice. Alright. Because I have 2 different ones. I have, this is for desktop, and this is for mobile. So, when this dark mode, it's display block, but it shouldn't. So yeah, mobile nav image, this display none. So I need to remove that image specifically. I'm just figuring out where I want to put it. navigation. Here we go. I guess I'm just going to put it right here. So body.dark mode, and we're going to do navbar menu image display none. Okay, it's going to get rid of that. But however, when we go to desktop, we need to enable it. So that's right here. Let's put this here, and that should be the end of that. Now, time for this issue. I think I have an idea. So I want to have an animation. Like, this is too boring, right? So let's go up here, my dark mode button. Let's do overflow hit. So when these things break the container of their button, there's the button. When they go up or down outside of it, they're not going to be visible. So I want, here we go, body.dark mode. So I'm going to take this, and I want dot sun. Okay, so let's start with dark. Let's start with this guy. So when body is dark mode, dark mode, I want the moon. Let's add another class. Sun. I want the moon transform, translate y negative 100 pixels. Okay, and normally I want, so let's say I want the sun without dark mode on it. I want the sun to already be $100 down. So it's going to be, so the sun is going to be sitting down here, but overflow hidden, so you're not going to see it, right? And then the moon, when dark mode enables, is going to shoot up. So when body.dark mode is happening for sun, so when dark mode is enabled, I want the sun transform, translate y 0, and I want it to transition 1.3 seconds ease. Put this on the dark mode, put this on the non-dark mode, and have a just a standard for this one, which is obviously 0. We want him to start at 0. Let's see if this works. Almost. Okay, so so the sun works, but it doesn't go away. I want the sun to go back down. Body.dark mode here. Translate y 100. And I want my moon, so my moon is already translate y 0. And when body.dark mode is on, I want the moon translate negative 100. Why is that not working? Let's check it out. So where's moon? Okay, let's find sun. this is moon. I mean, it looks like it's transitioning. Oh, but it's this light. This light, when it's display none, there's no animation on none. And that's what's happening for this. So I gotta remove this. Okay, see, they're both position relative inside this button. So one is actually here and one is actually here, but they're translated. So this one's up, this one goes down. So what I need to do is I need my images to be centered. So let's just copy this code to center an element inside its container. And position relative, because this dark mode button, position relative, I want to position absolute these guys. And this is how you center something the old school way without flexbox. Set to absolute, top 50, left 50, transform, translate. This is the shorthand for translate X and translate Y. So when we do this, we need to do it with this. Because we're overwriting our own transforms when we do the hover states and stuff. So moon, stay 50, right? Now it looks like this isn't working. What is happening to my button? It's like it's gone. Maybe I do that. Oh, let's rethink this. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I think I know the issue. So the button by itself is display or overflow hidden. So when these both turn into absolutely placed elements, they have no more height and width. So your button is no longer carrying any height or width in it, so it's just 0. So we have a width of 30. So let's do this. Let's do a height of 30 pixels and a width of 30 pixels. Here's my moon. So let's because they're absolutely positioned, so we have to tell them where to be. So let's display flex direction, row. I guess it doesn't matter. Justify content, center, align items, center. Just get rid of this. We don't need this. Okay, so that positions it. So we have our button that is the same height and width of our images, so they aren't exactly, they're not overlapping. And then we did flexbox to center them inside this button. And now, there we go. Now it's animating the way I wanted it to. But I think these are too big now. Let's try 24. 24. 24. Yeah, it's a little better. Let's do right of 20. Does that not do it? Oh, it's dark mode button. Here we go. Right of 15. Let's try 17. 16. Okay, so now we got these working. Cool. Cool. Now we got this problem. So realistically, our solution could be to increase this margin top. So we have our dark mode option there. Which I don't think is an issue because we don't have a lot of things here. So let's go ahead and do that. Core styles 474. And margin top 93. And if my designer gives me a bunch of crap for this, then yeah, I'll deal with it. But so now we got this button solid here. That's it's not so solid. I'm trying to wonder what is happening here. Height 45, line height 45. Is there any weird padding that I'm not seeing? Padding, yeah, it's got this padding. Okay, great. Yeah, we're just going to have to remove that for button solid nav li. So where is this at? This is at 485. So it's right here. So I think what we need to do, so it's this guy. So I want side nav, not button solid, padding 0. Let's do 0, 20. There we go, I'll give it some space. That's cool. And so now we got this issue. Because this button, this hamburger box button, and this are on the same plane. So I think one of the ways I fix this, how did I fix this? So here's the hamburger button. Did I remove this? And then I think I put it in here. No, I didn't. Did I put it in here? Yeah, I put it in here. And then I take this. So navbar clicked. I make this bigger. Whoops. And there it is. Wonderful. Okay. So Z index 445. 1000. All right. Yeah, because the problem was, so we have in the mobile nav, we had our mobile nav logo, and then we had our hamburger menu toggle. But this navigation was behind it. So when I added the Z index, when I made this navigation right here, when I made this to cover this, because this hamburger menu was part of the mobile nav, which is part of this, the mobile menu was overlapping it as well. And there was no way to set this Z index to be above it. It just doesn't work that way. So what I had to do is I just had to move it. I had to get it out of mobile wrapper that includes this, so that I can shove the navigation back on top and make the button part of the navigation. So that way, when the nav bar goes up, this can go up with it. And that's why that works. So it's just trying to rework your code, figure out what is the issue, get down to like the core of the problem. Why is it behaving the way it's behaving? And once you know why it is behaving the way it is, and you kind of have this clear idea of where the problem is, then you can figure out where to go from there. So my problem was I had my hamburger menu here, and no matter what I did, it was not going to jump. So what's the solution? Get it the hell out of here. Put it somewhere else. And then try it and see if that works. And that's exactly what we did. And it worked. So just a little food for thought on some problem solving. So I know it's not the most perfect system that I have built here, but it works, and I will be making a new one. I see this is just bad. Actually, I don't like the way this looks on mobile. This is terrible. I don't want it. I'm getting rid of it. So this is up here in management, I think. P before, it's a P before. Yeah, here's our filter drop shadow. I'm gonna get rid of this because I just don't like it. And then we actually gotta drop this. So big number. We gotta drop you down some more. 230. Try 240. Try 245. No, 40. Okay, that's better. No, that's better. I didn't like it. I did not like that at all. I think this works. So let's just take a look at our site here on 75. Dark mode. Look at this. This is pretty nice. Now I gotta get rid of this on dark mode too. Okay. So I think what I gotta do is on management P before. I gotta get rid of this, okay, on mobile, but I gotta add it on desktop. At the bottom here. Okay, yeah, we don't want it on mobile. It looks like it's just too much. Okay, let's just take another little cursory glance here. This is fine. Obviously, this is going to get changed. Looks good. Looks good. Why didn't you? Oh. I see the problem now. This needs to have a background color to overlap this, and then we have to change this image, this actual image. Okay, so this is why you check. This is why you double check. So this is under content group. Okay, so here's our problem. These guys. Desktop, mobile. So I need to have so sunset. So these both have to be light. Or no, these are dark. And then these are going to be light, so you stay. And then these have to be city dark. That didn't work at all. So let's see what's happening here. It doesn't look like these images are loading. Oh, here it is. So this looks like, okay, so this is what it should be. This should be loading. This is the index issue. Whoops. Just give it to me. There we go. No, it's not the index issue. So how do what is the issue? So if I remove light, they show. What if I remove this? What if this is light and this is dark? Let's see what happens. Nothing. I'm really trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. Because I did everything that I'm supposed to do. I copied these, gave them their light, and I got these and gave them their dark, so they're hidden on light mode. But on dark mode, they should be visible. So what's going on here? Let's get rid of this. Maybe I don't need this. I don't know. City dark, right? Okay. So maybe what if I don't give this a dark? And what if I remove these? So right away, okay, this is just not. It's not even loading. It appears. I just have the one image. That's not it. That's not it. It's like this. It's ceased to exist. There it is. Body that dark mode light. Aha! I put my dumbass. I put light up there, so it's been removing the whole damn thing the whole time. Wow. Hello. Good job, Ryan. You jackass. Alright. So now we just gotta. This is frustrating sometimes. Okay, so we're in content group, and I need to add okay, so this container transparent. So we're going to make this a var. Actually, I'm just going to copy this, make this a var dark. There, that way, you know, it covers everything. And then in desktop, that's where we're going to do it. Right here. Okay, so this works here. This looks fine. This is fine. These are working. Except for these gosh darn. These box shadows. Okay, that's a little bit of everybody. So I guess I can leave it. It's not that bad. Okay, so this is our dark mode. Now, yeah, everything looks fine now on mobile and on desktop. I really like, man, I love this. I love this on dark mode. So there's our, that's how easy it is to change the button. Aha! We got something here. Okay, so I forgot to do this. Navbar menu. There it is. Okay, yeah, we wanted to make this start. And neat, we can even add it from inside the menu. Cool. Okay, so that's dark mode. I think that's going to be. I think that's the last. That's the last we. Oh. Wait. Okay. Yeah, because it's just transitioning from mobile to desktop. Because this is hidden, so when you transition, the classes weren't added, so you have to refresh. But yeah, forget that. Okay. But this is on. Oh, that's right. We added. So we got this guy. We added it to the desktop. Now we have to remove it. So when we go to core styles here, close, close, close. Okay, small desktop here. So now we got to do hamburger. Display none. We got to hide it now because it was part of the nav in mobile. Okay, so now we got to adjust this because this is clearly not centered. Top dark mode button. There we go. I want you to come down some more. Right there. Let's actually do 1024 and see where we're at. Okay, so we're going to go back to dark mode. So now we're dealing with desktop. Top dark mode button, 69. And I think it's got a right on it. There it is. Let's do right. Let's bring this in some more. There you go. Right of 42. Alright. So now let's see what happens. Zoom out. Okay, so it stays there. We're good. Now everything looks fine. That's good. Okay, now that's dark mode. Cool. So this is obviously a tablet. Yeah, oh yeah, I got that nice overlap over here. Cool. Well, let me just. I think something's off. Where's my pseudo? Yeah, this got to come down some more. So on 768 for I think that's CTA. This needs to be 200. I was wondering why there's that line. Oh, no, bring it up a little bit. 190. That's better. There's a line, it wasn't as fadey. Wait a minute. What is happening? I thought I was done. I was going to go to sleep and forget all about what I did tonight. Where are you? Graph PNG, okay. Building.png. Services. Is this, did it just get shifted too far over? Yeah, what in the hell? Did I mess something up? That is so weird. And its height and width is all messed up. So we're on 900. Three, 3, 1. I guess that's what it is. Let's pull this over some more. So on 900, it has to be right of 80. Okay, because we had a 760. Yeah, because this is where it's at on 768. Okay. I'm cool with that. That's fine. Anybody else? Anybody else want to screw things up? Nope. Cool. Okay, now I think that's it. So, this concludes Dark Mode for Park Place Properties. Now, the next video is going to be website page speed insights optimization. What a sentence. So, I'm going to upload this to GitHub and then upload it to Netlify, of which you can already watch me do in the Forced Evolution playlist series at the end. I think it's like 6 or 7. So there's no need to repeat those when it's already done once. So you can check out those videos, and because I'm just going to do the same process. And then after this, I think after I do all that, I'll do a video on optimizing this and trying to get at least a 98 out of 100 mobile page score. It's very easy for me to get a 100 out of 100 on desktop, but the most I've been able to get on mobile is 99. So let's see how good we can get it in the next video, and that should be it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.